Good morning. Sometimes you see things that are like so annoying, they hit triggers, but you have a choice on whether or not to stay with it or to let it go. Like, for instance, last night we were at a soccer practice and they did a little skirmish with another team that practices, which were always able to beat us. But this time, even though we had 11 and they had 12, don't ask me how that was fair. I'm just on the sidelines. But, and we didn't even have a ref. They asked one of their guys to be a ref, and he wasn't. He was actually coaching on the team. It was so annoying. But, anyways, and one of their guys was like completely going after one of our guys, trying to hurt him, pushing him, and the ref didn't say anything. And it's supposed to be just a fun skirmish game and not even real, but they but they are teaching their kids to be rough and to be mean. Not very good players. Well, I can't say they're not good players. Maybe they are, but the thing that they're teaching the coach and the parents, which are now assistant coaches, and there's like 4 of them. Yep, like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. Too many, of course, but they are teaching them not to play fair and not to play nice. And that's up to them, but it is annoying. Like, it's a trigger for me because my thought process is that even like in a professional game, there's no need for that. There's no need to like win at all costs. Sports are supposed to be fun. Most people have taken the fun out of the sports and have put it into being, oh, let's make this real. Let's make this about us. And it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to get your sweat on and have fun. But anyway, so how do you like not get triggered by what these guys are doing? And how do you make it fun for your guys, right? So that's our coach has been all year. That's all he's been doing. Yes, he tells them what to do. Yes, he's, sometimes he's like, go here, go there, whatever. But always, the beginning of the game, the end of the game, he always gets them back. He always gets them centered to being, whether they win or lose, they did a great job, that they should be proud of themselves, and they did good. And like I said last night, there was 12 against our 11 because we only had 11, and they were winning 1-0, and the game should have been called already because, I mean, there was so many things like their guys were pushing. They should have got a foul. They should have gotten a penalty. Like ours should have gotten a penalty kick and all this other stuff. But there was, like I said, the ref wasn't being a ref. He was supposed to be, but he didn't care to be. And they should have been so proud of themselves. But because from the beginning, where they hardly knew even how to play the game and be a team, these guys have always been together and been a team. But the guys keep taking our coach as good guys. No wonder they have a good team. But they were winning 1-0, and our team had 11 and those had 10. And they ended up getting a goal like last minute, so it was tied, and there was no tie breaker because somebody else has a park after, which they should have made time for a tiebreaker. But I never like games, skirmishes, and practice with other teams. They never seem to have fun, and they didn't this time. So how do you this is going crazy. My cats are making a little noise, and Rose is going, hey, go on. How do you not get triggered by adults who are not being adults and just being silly, competitive bullies? And how do you make it a better game for the kids, or how do you make it a better game for you? you know, like you have to take you out of your trigger and you have to just allow. So even if one of your, like, even if it's somebody said something to you about you or whatever, how do you get to go, oh, that's on them, not on me? It's not always easy to remember that when you're in the moment, and but it's good to practice it, because you get to practice who you want to be in every moment, because only you get to choose you. You get to choose to be upset, triggered, 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 ego, 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 or you get to decide, I don't think I want to be that. I don't think I want to do that. I realize this is my trigger. I need to breathe. I need to be okay with who I am and where I am, so that I can, in case something happens, be in control of myself. And that was what was more important to me yesterday, when I started thinking about all these triggers, and I was like, now observing instead of absorbing. That's who they want to be. That's on them. They want to be that kind of adult. They want to be that kind of person. Rock on. That does not interest me at all. That's who they are. It's somebody I would not want to go and connect with. That's for sure. However, I want to be me. So when the boys are finished, I'm cheering. When the boys are scoring, I'm cheering. When the boys, even when that goal happens last minute, it's okay. And it was so last minute that as soon as the goal happened, the game was over. Like, come on. Come on. But they just had to, because they had to be that, bossy. But anyways, you get to choose you. Remember that. Your triggers don't choose you. You choose you. You get to choose you. Your ego doesn't choose you. You choose you. You get to choose you in every moment. You are not your triggers. You are not your ego. You are who you choose to be. I love you.